What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Bandai ICHIBANSHO Godzillasaurus and Dorat figure. That sounds weird. Why not say set? Because you get the three Dorats, unpainted Dorats. Don't really need Dorats, to be honest. I have the SH Monster Arts one. But for those that don't have it, you know, it's kind of hard to get Dorats. It's even harder to get Godzillasaurus figures. I think I don't have one at all, and I was really looking forward to getting this. I think I had a pre-order for it, but probably, you know, canceled during a pre-order culling at some point. But either way, I didn't really need a pre-order on it. I just kind of wait till, you know, it dropped, and it was going to drop in a lot of places here. So I waited, and I actually had some Amazon credit from a return, and I got it. I was just like, hey, it was there. I was like, that's a good thing to get. I wanted it, right? I want a Godzillasaurus. So, perfection. So yeah, it's kind of a small box, but I don't expect the Godzillasaurus to be very big. I was already thinking kind of like the Odo Island Godzilla -1 for this anyway. So, pretty cool. Without any further ado, let's get to the review. So there's our Godzillasaurus, in the back, in the darkness. But before we get to it, I did want to look at these little Dorats. They're pretty cool. They're nicely sculpted, honestly. So if you need Dorats, this is a pretty good set to get. You know, you got to paint them a little bit, but they're already in gold. So, you know, the main color is done for you. But yeah, nicely sculpted. No articulation on these little guys. But I think they still work. There's no articulation in the ICHIBANSHO series in general. But these look pretty good, I gotta say. I like the long hair on these guys. Oh, goodbye. I don't know if I'm keeping them, to tell you the truth. Like I said, I do have SH Monster Arts somewhere. Probably won't see them in this review, though, because I don't know if I could easily get to them. But yeah, these are cool. Where'd that third one go? So we can look at them all together. Yeah. I mean, you can't because my fingers are in the way. Yay! You know, cue the comments about, oh, your hands are too in every review. But hey, that's what my reviews are all about. Hands-on experience. But yeah. I think these are cool. For real. But now here is our Godzillasaurus out of the package. And like I said, I'm really excited to have this because I don't have a Godzillasaurus in my collection at all. And I've wanted one for quite a while. And I think this looks really good. I'm not the biggest fan of the pose, you know, honestly. Like, I wish it was just in a more, like, you know, vanilla pose, being the only one I would have. So, like, I don't know if it's the be-all, end-all of all Godzillasauruses. Like, if something else comes along that's affordable, you know, like, I probably will get it, because affordability is... yeah, what I'm looking for here, more than anything, going forward, I think, you know? Yeah, times are tough, guys. And, you know, we want to keep things going in a way that's not killer. But I think this is really nice. Sculpt is excellent. It's not a huge figure, but it's a good size figure, and especially for $40 in total, you know, this and the Dorats is a solid deal. It really is. Very nicely sculpted. You know, up and down and all around. Skin tone is awesome. You know, you got the nice light color on the bottom. You got this nice kind of like grayish green on top. Blends really well. The toenails look good. This one has like, you know, a little extra paint on there. I don't know if that's a mistake or not, because the rest do not have that. I'm guessing that was in error. Like, oh, we're supposed to shade these guys? No, whoops! But yeah, it looks really good. You got the dual claw back here. You have some scooties scooting on down. It is a dinosaur. So that's pretty cool. A Godzillasaurus. He's got very tiny dorsals on the back. Extremely tiny, but they look good. You know, I feel like, you know, you could tell that this is like seamed together in the middle here, but I think they did a really good job of kind of blending it in. So not bad, not bad. Osteos all around on this guy look pretty good. The belly has nice shading on it. Hands and arms look good. Really, really well done. Nice paintwork throughout. Yeah, this is beautiful. Really nicely done. This is an excellent ICHIBANSHO figure. Absolutely loving this. Lots of nice little folds and wrinkles around there. There is a little something there. Aw. A little paint mess up or something embedded. It's kind of hard to see with the naked eye, but right there above the arm. A little bit of a mess up there. Aw. But still, it's still good. Then we get to the head. The head is awesome. I mean, that's a no doubt, you know, Godzilla, but more dinosaurian. The eyes look really good. The brow. The nose. Inside the mouth is excellent. I do like that he has these, like, teeth on the outside. I never noticed that about Godzillasaurus, but it totally reminds me of Singular Point Godzilla. Which is very interesting because when he evolves, he doesn't have that anymore. You know, this Godzilla from Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. Mouth is excellent. Tongue is really good. The gums are really good. The upper mouth there, all the way in. Look at that sculpt work, man. That's tremendous. Very, very nicely done. Teeth are great. Yeah, I'm loving this, guys. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. This is a really good ICHIBANSHO figure. Nice little statue. It's going to look good on the shelf for sure. Does what it's supposed to do. Gets a Godzillasaurus. I like that he, you know, I was speaking of the pose, but I like kind of emotion. Like, I can't remember the exact sound, but something like that. So yeah, looks good. Excellent. Great job, Bandai. And for your size comparisons, first up, let's just do the figures together, because here are the Dorats with the Godzillasaurus. You can see how they scale together. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be in scale, but they don't really look in scale to me. So yeah, it is what it is. Here it is with two SH Monster Arts, one of the better ones from last year and one of the better ones from this year. So you can see it's kind of a tall figure, you know, like not bad at all. Here's how it scales with a Super 7 figure, and I think this scale really works, honestly. It looks like the size the Godzillasaurus would grow to. I mean, it could be worse, right? Here it is with the Godzilla 91 from Haya. I think this, you know, it doesn't work as well as a Super 7, but, like, you know, I mean, they're fine. They're fine together. And last but not least, here is the previously mentioned Odo Island Godzilla ICHIBANSHO. I think these scale nicely together, and they're kind of like the same kind of thing, you know? Like a pre-evolved Godzilla. Although I do like the Godzillasaurus better, because it just feels like, you know, that it seems like, Godzilla seems like a good evolution from the Godzillasaurus more, because it just feels like it did more to it, you know? Like the radiation did more to it than it did to the Odo Island Godzilla, you know what I'm saying? So I always like the Godzillasaurus a little bit more. But anyway, these look really good together. They look like they're locked in battle. And my final thoughts, I really like this piece. This is really, really nice. You just saw the Odo Island. I thought that one was really, really good too. You know, and that was this year, wasn't it? I forget. You know, some really good, cheap ICHIBANSHOs recently, and that is awesome. There's also the Mothra out there that I'm thinking about getting. You know, like, there's some good ones. Like, ICHIBANSHO's a good line, and I feel like they've gotten better. I remember some of the earlier ones in the Godzilla line I didn't like as much, but this is pretty good. This is definitely pretty good, so kudos to Bandai. This is good. It's a very, very solid figure. If you've never had an ICHIBANSHO figure, They're very solid figures. This is awesome. The addition of the Dorats is cool too. You know, for me personally, it doesn't do anything. I'm probably gonna sell them. But you know, it's this figure that I really like and I really want this. So there you go, guys. That is my review, and apologies to anybody that was hoping to see a comparison with the SH Monster Arts Dorats. I couldn't get to those figures at all, so I apologize. I'm sure folks will have it out there. But anywho, if I do get to him, I'll try to post it on Instagram at some point, possibly. But anywho, this is good, and there you go. That is my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go and sub yourself for daily content, and let me help you diversify your collection. Until next time, peace out, peeps.